Hey everyone, how is it going? So I decided to just do this video pretty quickly. I know this is supposed to be a film channel that I intermittently post on, and I'd like to post on it more, but I've kind of taken a little bit of step back from shooting film because of how expensive it's gotten, how much time it takes to uh, get those roles developed and the turnaround with it, which leads me to the whole point of this video, which is Fuji X100V. I decided to pre-order one back in February, February 20th at about like 9:20ish a.m. from B&H. I thought, with the previous, with the V, knowing how popular that was and how hard it was to get that camera, if I pre-ordered it day one, I'd be pretty safe to get the camera when it launched. As many of us know at this point, that's not the case. That wasn't the case, and it still isn't the case. I still haven't gotten it. We're entering June now, so it's been 4 months since the pre-order, almost 4 months, which seems a little crazy to me. This is my first kind of pre-ordering a camera ever. I've almost always bought my cameras used. Any Nikons I've bought used. I'm still a big Nikon Z6 user. I bought that used. The only things I've ever really bought new were lenses. Obviously, all the film cameras you see behind me, all used. So I've never really bought a brand new camera, less, pre-order one. So I thought I'd take a shot at the X106, being that it has those great film simulations. I have a bunch of trips coming up that I wanted to take something really portable and easy to use so I could, be discreet, take pictures, capture really good quality pictures and video, and a kind of a smaller form factor that wasn't just my phone. So I kind of took a leap. Not everybody has a spare $1,700 to spend on a new camera, but I thought, I'd get really good use out of this. It's going to come in super handy in a lot of situations. So I thought, what the hell, pre-order it and see how it goes. So being that, being that what it is, this has been a terrible experience for somebody who's buying a camera for the first time, buying a Fuji camera for the first time, taking a shot at a different system, taking a shot at, this is my first time buying a new camera, like I said. So it's been kind of a whirlwind. I did not expect this to be what it is. Obviously, I've paid attention the last couple of years. I know Fuji has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and the demand for those cameras has gotten crazy. The used market for even the last generation is still, exceeding over, $2,000, sometimes reaching $3,000. Anything in the 100 line seems to be pretty sizable still for even a used model, some going back 5+ years. So it's almost like I don't know what the proper phrase would be, like it's not culture shocking, but kind of like that. It was just surprising to me to see this kind of result from a camera launch. I pre-ordered mine through B&H. I don't know what the relationship with Fuji and these distributors, at least on the US side, are like. I don't know if they're tenuous, if Fuji's not very clear. It seems like from a lot of the kind of distributors I've talked to, stores, I talked to Best Buy, Fuji, B&H, Adorama, some local shops, and it seems like they're all kind of left in the dark knowing when they're going to get stuff. A lot of orders are not being fulfilled that they're placing. So I think a lot of these stores are just as frustrated as the people waiting for these cameras are, that pre-ordered it months ago at this point. I'm pretty active in the Reddit, checking in, seeing what other people are doing to get theirs. Seems like some people are able to get theirs through Best Buy, through sheer luck or really good timing and doing that kind of Best Buy chat thing. I've tried it a couple times did not work for me. I've tried it the last couple months when that first started coming up. I thought about maybe placing my pre-order elsewhere, but at this point I feel like if I place a pre-order elsewhere, I'm definitely not getting it before the end of the year. If not, maybe the same time I pre-ordered it next year. So I still have my pre-order in place. But I'm also thinking about alternatives. I really do want to get, or I did want to get into the Fuji line. I really like their cameras. I think they're doing great stuff. Obviously, a lot of fantastic features. I love the video. I love the film simulations. It's just their color science is just impeccable, and I love that look. It's very popular right now, obviously, but the appeal of the 6 is the convenience, and you get those looks in a convenient small package. You don't have to refill your camera with new film, and you could just shoot, and it's convenient and it's quick and it's subtle. So it's this whole thing has been kind of a huge bummer. I know a lot of people feel the same way. They've been waiting patiently for their 6, and I'm just unsure. I don't really get how this rollout could be so poorly. It just seems so poorly managed. I think Fuji said that they weren't expecting this kind of demand for this, and I don't really get I don't really get how they could say that, because it has been, if they have any kind of marketing people or even salespeople paying attention to what's going on with their aftermarket cameras, it's kind of insane. Maybe they do know and they want this crazy demand for it. It's just good PR. They stay. No PR is bad PR, I guess. No, so they're staying in the conversation by people like me and other people talking about the camera in both positives and negative ways. But as for someone coming into the system and taking a chance on something new, starting to get into a new system, it just seems like a huge drawback to kind of have to sit here waiting for something I essentially bought. I mean, my card was charged back in February. So I don't want to ramble. I don't want to be negative. It's just kind of incredible to me that this whole launch seemed kind of botched. From what I read, I don't know how much is true and how much is just hearsay and stuff people have heard. That they the idea for this launch was kind of double what they did for the 5, which seems like a mistake if that is true. I mean, the aftermarket on these was more than it was new in most cases. It still is. It's probably even more so. I think people were thinking that those would go down, but it seems like everything is just staying in the same realm. That's why I haven't decided to just go used, because I think even if I do get the new one at some point, it'll still be cheaper than buying anything used relatively. Maybe I'll save $200 getting an older model, but is it really worth it getting a 5-year-old camera for $200 less? I don't think so. So I'm just going to hold on to the pre-order for now. I was thinking about getting the XT50, getting kind of I think they have a 27 millimeter lens, and then it's basically the same package, but if that might not even be available either. So now this is where this comes in. It's like already, I don't know what to trust when it comes to Fuji. If I pre-order a camera now, will it even show up? Which is my hesitation getting into their system at all. I know people have talked highly of it. I've seen countless reviews, talked to people that use their systems, and they all love it. But if this is the kind of communication style they have and kind of connection they have with the distributors, like coming down the line, I don't want to invest heavily into a system that, there's not a lot of clarity on, and, you might not get kind of what you're looking for. Nikon, I've never had a problem with. Their support staff has been always super helpful for me. I've been using them since I started photography. I have some Canons and some other stuff, but Nikon has been my go-to just because they've been consistent. They've been clear when I've had questions or concerns, and they usually are way more transparent than I found Fuji to be. And it seems like they're not only kind of not transparent with their actual customers, but with their distributors as well. So I'm going to leave it there, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll talk to you soon. See you later.